How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Today we got another video doing another install for you today on the Elantra N. Now what we're doing today is the new lower torque arm from Powerflex USA. This just came out from them. They have a couple different versions. They have the street version, the performance version, and the race version, which is the one we got. We got the race version. Now I know I already have the purple bushings on the car, which I totally love those. It's a huge difference over stock. The difference with this one, this is replacing the whole torque arm compared to just the bushings on the stock arm. So what this torque arm is going to do, it's going to increase the stock stiffness up by 1,300%. Yes, 1,300%. So that's going to make a huge difference if you're going to be using this for the track. And I know I've already made a video installing the other bushings. This one's a little different because we're just replacing the whole arm. For any of you guys that maybe haven't seen that video and are just solely interested in this torque arm specifically from Powerflex USA, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to replace it. It's going to be super simple. And then we're going to test it out afterwards. So we're going to try to find some dry roads, do some launches, 0 to 60 times. And then hopefully, it's probably not going to happen in this video, but in a future video, we'll take it to the actual drag strip and see how it performs, because I want to get under a 13-second quarter mile. I did go like completely bone stock, and I ran a 13.1. So with all the other things I've done to the car, including this, I'm hoping that with a little bit more rigidity, we'll get planted to the ground a little bit better and run a high 12 would be my honest goal. So along with lowering the 0 to 60 time. So let's get to work, get this bad boy put on, and we'll test it out. I don't want to sound like a broken record if I've said this in the past, but it's very important. When you're lifting the vehicle, put a jack stand underneath it. And in my case, I put 2 just to be extra safe. All right, guys, moving underneath the vehicle, this is the torque arm that we're removing. Very simple. We got 2 17 millimeters. Well, it's 1 17 millimeter bolt, but then you're gonna have to hold that side with a wrench. I'm using an air tool to just kind of take it off because it's a lot easier. And then we'll have the air tool on this side, removing the 17 millimeter nut, and then this bolt will come out this way. And then you have 2 14 millimeter bolts that'll hold the back side of it in, and then that's it. This will pop out, we'll put the new one in, and we'll torque them down to 50 foot-pounds on the back, and then 75 foot-pounds in the front. All right, before I put this back on, I feel like there's going to be someone out there that's going to want to see a side-by-side comparison. So here you go. Here's the Powerflex. Here's the stock with the Powerflex purple bushing still on it. All right, so before we put this back on, I wanted to mention a couple things. First, you cannot put this bolt in here first. And the main reason for that is because this part that extends out here, it's just not going to fit. However, this is also kind of a tight fit in here. Remember, this is a whole replacement compared to the stock dog bone. You're going to want to put this side in first, but you're also going to probably have to move this a little bit. I mean, the engine and transmission aren't going anywhere. There's other mounts holding it right now, but it is going to have a little bit of play. So when you get this other side in first, you might have to move this a little bit, or perhaps kind of hit this a little bit to kind of get it into place. So just keep that in mind. Try to show you the process here on camera. I'll do the best I can with that, but just remember, this side first because of this reason. There's no way to get it in there, so you got to do it the other way. So we are on our way to go do some testing on this new Powerflex torque arm. A couple things I want to discuss with you guys before we do that. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. The Powerflex purple bushings are 100%, in my opinion, the first modification you should do to your Elantra N. Maybe Veloster N, Kona N, all that. The wheel hop from the factory on this is just terrible with the stock bushings. This part is a lot more expensive than the bushings themselves. So if you're planning on doing just the bushings, go for it. That's definitely the way to go. I also want to give you guys some first impressions. I've had this on the car for a few days now. I've been able to do a little bit of driving. When we go back to the purple bushings, I truly felt no difference compared to stock as far as the noise, vibration, and harshness levels. And comparing it to this torque arm, it vibrates, it is loud, it almost feels like a different car in a way. I mean, that might be going a little over the top. However, you definitely notice when you put this on. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it in the video or not, but you can hear the vibrations and not just feel them. It's definitely quite loud. But I will tell you that there is a difference, big time, between the two. As far as performance goes, at first impressions, I don't think there's any possibility of getting any wheel hop with this mount. It is planted to the ground. I do end up getting some more wheel spin. That can also have a lot to do with road surface and conditions and temperatures and all that. Truthfully, I'd rather have some wheel spin than have the nasty wheel hop where it makes you feel like the whole front half of the car is gonna just fall apart. We're gonna do some 0 to 60 times. I have to remember how to even do the timer and everything. It's been that long. Literally the last time I did a 0 to 60 pull and timed it as well was the last time I made a video, I think, when we did the additional bushings from Powerflex. So let's go ahead and get some testing done. I was definitely playing around with the RPMs a little bit to try different launch settings, and I was consistently getting somewhere around a 5.3, I would say, which I've done better in the past. Now, that doesn't mean that this motor mount is worse than what I have. It's just, it keeps the engine stiffer. I mean, that's really what it is. Based on my driving experience with the mount so far, I would have to say that the mount itself is probably better for actual like road racing, whether it's autocross or any sort of road racing. There's not a big difference there performance wise. However, it's definitely more planted to the ground. God, these roads are terrible. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Jeez, I'm bouncing on this. Just to reiterate, the product itself is well made. You can definitely tell that. You just kind of put it in your hand, you can tell that it's a well-made product. However, I do think if you did the whole torque mount, you're gonna get more consistent runs compared to the purple bushings themselves. The purple bushings, you do have a slight chance to get some wheel hop. However, I actually did not get any. To kind of go over that again, I did not ever get any wheel hop with the purple bushings. If you don't like the extra noise and vibration, you're going to have that with this big time. Quick final thoughts. It's a great product. I plan on keeping it on for when I go to the drag strip, or like I said, when I do autocross. Overall value wise, I would go with the purple bushings. Let me know what you guys think. Again, leave your thoughts in the comments below. That's all I got for you guys in today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Never mind, I'm not getting any sleep. I gotta go work on stuff at the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.